We're about to go buy the cheapest Miata in the country. I've never really been into these cars, but I mean, you're gonna be so surprised at what kind of price I'm getting on this thing. So let's go check out the car. So we're almost there. We got the trailer loaded up, and we're about to go pick up this thing. Pretty excited. This thing has a roll cage and just a lot of goodies with it. Extra set of wheels and tires. It's got racing seat, racing steering wheel with like the disconnect and everything. So it's gonna be a pretty rad setup. I'm pretty hyped for it. I just got the car home the other day and I didn't really get any filming done, but today I just started messing with it and got to start it up for the first time. So I'm just gonna take you around the car and show you everything that it has. So these have the 1.6 or 1.8 liter engine. I think this is a 1.6. And I looked up the VIN, I think it's a 1993. I got the broken dipstick right there. And you know, this car's just completely stripped to be a race car. We got a Sparco seat. I think that's a pretty high dollar seat right there. And that roll cage, obviously, that's like $800 material. Then we got the stock wheels and tires right there. Then a Momo steering wheel with the quick release disconnect, so it just pops off there really easy. And then no dashboard gauge cluster, and we just got those gauges right there. There's a tack in the trunk, and I'll go ahead and install that later on. But when I bought it, it had a dead battery, and the last owner suspected it had a bad fuel pump. But I just jiggled some fuses and stuff, and I was able to get it to start up. But I ran into a problem where it won't rev up past an idle pretty much. And I'm just trying to figure that out. I don't know if it's like a weak fuel pump or needs the air cleaner cleaned. So I'm just gonna be looking around for that, and I'll let you know when I find out. So I really don't know a whole lot about these cars, but just the price, I couldn't refuse it. It was $400. And you know, it's got these nice wheels on it. They're like aluminum or something. I don't even know how to say that. K1 Racing, Kosai something. But anyway, those are some sweet wheels. It's got an extra pair of wheels and tires in there. And this thing should be a lot of fun. I just gotta diagnose what's wrong with it, get it running better. And then I'm gonna use it like a go-kart just around the property over here. And then maybe take it and try to drift it and stuff, take it to some rallycross events. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. All right, so I'm gonna show you what it's doing right here. But just to start out, I bought some hood pins because the last owner, when they stripped the car, they took out the hood latch, so it doesn't have that. And I'll just put hood pins. I got some off Amazon for $8. And then I got to figure out something for the shift knob because you know the threads are really stripped out right there. So I have this one with like set screws on it, and then it has a little cover that goes over it. So I'll try that out. But if not, I think it might have enough threads left on there, so I'll give that a try. But here's what it sounds like. So it starts up just fine, idle's good, and then you try to give it a little gas, and it just wants to die, and you can hardly get it to rev up. I don't know if it'll even drive like this. Yeah. So I've looked around in forums, and people are saying that it can be like the timing's way off, and you can check it with a light. But I don't think that's the culprit because, you know, it just runs fine at low idle. It sounds like it's something either on the intake side or like the fueling issue. So maybe just a weak fuel pump, and you know, that's probably my first guess because the last owner even said that he thought the fuel pump was bad. So I'll give that a try. The guy I bought it from was really cool, and he was building this car for 24 Hours of Lemons, which me and my buddies actually did that in November of 2019. And we raced that in a 1981 Dodge Charger. You can see it back there. I don't know if you can see it, the yellow car back there. And it turns out the guy that I bought this Miata from, his first car he ever had was a 1981 Dodge Charger Omni Yellow, like just like the car that me and my buddies raced in Lemons. So immediately we just kicked it off, and he wanted me to have this Miata. But this was a legit find. Like, I found it on Craigslist and just talked to the guy, and he ended up being really cool. So it was a great deal, and I'm gonna have a ton of fun with this car. All right, so that's gonna wrap up the video today. I know I didn't really do anything, but that's the new project, and next video we'll start tearing into it and see what's wrong with it, and then get a little test drive and start ripping on it. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.